So I'm making a video on something I really didn't want to have to make a video about, but AnimeAdventures might seriously kill their game. I think they hired the same balance team as ALS, because now this unit that so many people have put so many hours into grinding, a lot of people, including myself, a lot into rolling on this character to get them unique, is now so bad it's insane. So the nerf is something like this. Basically, it takes him, like, I don't know if it's confirmed because they don't say anything about these nerfs. They don't tell you anything. They just happen, which is the worst kind of balance team you could possibly have. Is a balance team that makes the player base uncertain whether their good units are going to be good tomorrow or just completely trash. I think it's something like now it takes Ions like 10 kills to summon one unit. 10 kills. This guy that costs 10,000 placement, like, this unit is not worth using in any situation anymore. Aside, like, maybe if there's like a magic buff and a shadow buff going on at the exact same time. Other than that, not worth it, bro. And he's a secret unit. Like, it's, and here's the main issue with it, right? When you go to their Discord, they mentioned something about a nerf, I guess. The only thing they mentioned in the Discord was that there was going to be balance changes and bug fixes. You can't just say there's going to be balance fixes and bug fixes and then just not say what the balance fix is, because they went out of their way to say, oh, okay, the starting money is increased, and they even showed the exact amounts. And I'm assuming they knew why, because it was just too difficult. Sure, why not do that with the units? Because it's so scummy for them to rack in all this money on people, rolling for a good unit or what they thought would be a good unit, and then just nerf them and not say anything about it. Because they do that because they're hoping that, oh, maybe they just won't notice. And no, we notice. The people that are spending money on your game, they notice, I promise. And it's not a good look. If you want to balance something, if you think he's just too broken, make content harder or make the other character better. Because I know exactly why they did this nerf. They did this nerf because now Dracula or Alucard is tradable, and Alucard also has summons. But I mean, his summons were like decent too. I don't know too much about Alucard because I don't have him myself, but I know he's good. And he's also, what do you know, a dark unit. So I'm sure that's why they did that. But that is not the way to do it, because now we have new units, legendary assassin, the new assassin units, whatever. Let's say I thought one of them was good, one of them was meta, and I really wanted to roll on him. Now I'm not going to do that, because in a month, a week, maybe a couple days even, he might just get hard nerfed to where he's completely unusable, and I wouldn't even know about it until I'm in the game, and I'm wondering, why is everything so hard now? So I'm gonna queue up a legend stage. I do need more of these materials, so we'll queue this one just so I can kind of show what happened to him. Sorry, this is more of a, I definitely probably seem way more annoyed in this video, sadly, but it's something that needs to be talked about, because if it's not, I honestly don't see myself playing this game much longer. Because when you have such a humongous pay to win gap in a game, you can't just willy-nilly throw around nerfs that nobody asked for and think that everybody's gonna be fine with it. And the worst part is you can't really complain in the Discord, because then you have all the like Discord nerds that just type in there all day long, and that'll just say some like crazy stuff like, oh, you shouldn't have gotten Ions. It's just obnoxious to deal with, and it's not worth your time. So it's like, where do you complain? You can't really, unless you have a platform. So I don't really have much of a platform yet, but hopefully this video reaches a lot of people. Because if you ask me right now, please do not spend any money on AnimeAdventures. It's so not worth it. Because right now this game they're falling behind in so many aspects. The quality of life updates we got, which were like, should have already been in the game, especially for how long the game has been away. It's just like, we got upgrade keybinds. Congrats. Like, every tower defense game has had upgrade keybinds for I don't know how long. It took them a month after release to give us a 0.5 update, which is, to be quite honest with you, not that great. And it kind of sucks for content, because I was really looking forward to making more content for this game, but there just really isn't much to do. You get on, you grab the new units. There's no great way to farm rerolls. You get on, do your daily challenge once a day, and that's it. Let's say your team looks like mine, if you're like really lucky or you spend a lot of money. When new units get released, they don't really mean anything, because you're not going to use them over the units you already have unique on anyways. So for me, it's like, okay, there's an assassin update. you know, I can't do much with it. It's not like any of the units are Aizen. Everybody's still grinding for Aizen because that unit is just insane. So there's just no real incentive to grind any of these new units. Luckily, ALS, their balance team, from what I know, has stopped doing these daily like balance changes where they're just hard buffing random characters and then hard nerfing other ones, because that I had to stop playing ALS for a while because they were doing that. But now it's looking like AnimeAdventures is trying the same thing. What I don't understand is who asked for that? And no, I know nobody did, because if they did, they would have made an announcement saying what happened to Ainz and why they did it. But they said nothing, and that automatically shows you that they probably weren't even sure about the nerf too. They just wanted to do it just to make Dracula more high demand. Their game has way more players than honestly it should, but now they're taking steps to make people not want to play more. It just doesn't make sense. Okay, so I'll get Aizen down here in a sec, so you get, or I always call him Aizen. I wish I had Aizen. I'll get Ainz down here in a sec to show you guys what I'm talking about. Okay, I'm gonna get Ainz place so I can show you guys now. So before, you know, he kills all these units. Before, he would immediately spawn in at least one summon. I don't know if he would spawn all three in, but now, as you can see, there's literally nothing here. And I'm sure he's already attacked multiple times. There's still nothing. And there's one spawn. Okay, so that took about maybe like 20 seconds for him to spawn one unit. He costs 10,000 to place. His placement is it's about 300 to 400k damage. He's already killed 24 units. 24 units. And he has spawned in 2 units. So I think I am right. I think it's every 10 kills, he spawns 1 unit now. The reason this is so bad is because in game modes where, you know, you're playing with multiple people, Ainz is not going to be often killing a lot of units, especially the units with shield, because he's not multi-hit. He only hits ground units and he's a one-hit. It's just so bad. And it's not like they increase the amount that can be on the map at one time. It's still 3 maximum. So if you already have 3 on the map, the extra kills you're getting still isn't helping you. And so when you're doing game modes that have multiple paths, which is what they're introducing a lot now apparently with the winter event and the assassin event, where there's multiple spawn locations, this sucks. It sucks so bad because when you have multiple paths, you can't control where these guys go. And it's not like there's a smart system for it either. In fact, I think it's kind of the opposite. It's just completely random, because there will be times where it's taking a path where there's no unit or no boss that I needed to kill. It's just going its own way. And upgrading it doesn't fix this. He just cost a whole lot for such a little return now. I mean, it takes like, what does this cost? It's like 100k, probably maybe even more, to get him hybrid. And like, why would I do that when Goku costs infinitely less and can do the same thing? Like, this unit now, garbage. If I had any other magic shadow damage user, I'd use him over Ainz. If he had unique. It's so bad. And it's not like this summon has a billion HP. It's 2.28 million. And so in harder content, this summon is probably killing like 2 units max, which, to be honest, Ainz does in about 8 seconds, which sounds great, but not for the cost. I mean, to get Goku to his fusion takes about half as much to get Ainz to hybrid, which is, it's so sad. I mean, look at the damage difference. Goku's doing what, like, their damage is identical. The only reason Ainz used to be so good at what he does was because his summons were consistent. Now it just barely keeps him like on par with other units. And like I said, at that point, for the price, I'd still rather use any other unit. AnimeAdventures needs to do one of like a million options they have. They either need to hard buff Ainz's damage to make him actually worth the price that he is to place down and upgrade, or they make him hybrid on placement. And honestly, if they made him hybrid on placement, that would fix a lot of the issues I'm having with him, because he is 10,000 to place, and you have a unit in the game called Dark Mage, who in my opinion is easier to get than Ainz, and he's immediately hybrid. So nobody can tell me this is a good balance change, because if you're nerfing Ainz, you have units in the game like Dark Mage, who's infinitely better than Ainz at this point for no reason. And like I said, one of the biggest issues with this is going to be the fact that they're going to keep shadow nerfing or shadow buffing random units just off of their whim and not telling the community anything about it. And that's just not a good way to balance a game. every mainstream game outside of Roblox, when they do a balance change, they have patch notes. And in these patch notes, they say specifically what about every character got buffed and nerfed, and probably why. But not like this. You have people spending way too much money on this game to be doing things like that, and it needs to be addressed. And it's not like they're giving us, oh, this game is so great, they're giving us all these cool updates. They gave us one update almost a month and a half later after the relaunch to get some more just okay units that you would have to get unique on anyways for them to be, you know. AnimeAdventures needs to do something, and they need to do it soon. I could honestly see this game dying down because they're already losing a lot of their pay-to-win players. Like me, I'm not rolling. Even if I get Eisen right now, shiny Eisen, I'm not rolling. I'm not spending my own money to roll, because next thing you know, the next update comes. Wait, actually, they nerfed Eisen too, actually. So the hardest unit in the game, they nerfed. Of course, after, you know, all the whales rolled on them because they were, and there's just no point. If content for your pay to win players is easy, that's a good thing. That's why they're paying. They pay to win. It's not pay to maybe lose in the future. You guys don't have a pity system for traits, which is something that should have been done, especially after some of the crazy videos that I know anime adventure devs have seen of the absurd amounts of money that people have to spend to get unique. There's just a lot that this game isn't doing, and they could be doing. So it's kind of sad. I've been AFKing the winter event since the game launched. I still haven't gotten an Eisen. I know Nagblocks, dope creator, he even said he's done AFK farming the event, and I don't blame him. I was gonna stick around and keep doing it, but I don't want to support this game right now because I'll probably be waiting for the next update. I wanted to make content for this one, but like I said, it's just not really worth it. Nobody really knows how good they are because I don't think anybody's going out of their way to get uniques on them. The new secret unit is like insanely easy to get. I'm not sure why they made it so easy to get. As soon as you get him, there's literally no reason to farm this event anymore. So yeah, I'm gonna try to find like a different anime game to play and make content on for now because everything's kind of stale. ALS just had an AOT update that was okay. They introduced pearls and enchants, but other than that, there's still really not much to do, especially because the AOT units are mid. And then AnimeAdventures has quite literally zero content to do. If they just implemented another way to grind trait rolls like ALS, but toned down a little bit. Let's say they made a raid that was really hard, like secret unit chance difficulty, and you gave it a chance for a 1 to 2 trait rolls to drop. And I'm not talking like a 1% chance, I'm talking like 50% for 1 to 2 traits to drop. That would be amazing. Your player base would skyrocket, and it wouldn't just be AFK macro. Make it something you need a team for, whatever, but give people a way to actually grind trait rolls, and not the trait rolls that you need 5 of to roll once. That is, man, I hate that mechanic, because other than going for golden Bulma, which has been rough, as you can see, I probably rolled divine on Bulma like 10 times. That's the only way I'm using the trait remnants. So if you guys watching this video agreed with anything I said, please like, comment. Let's get AnimeAdventures to see this video, because like I said, if they keep nerfing just whoever, they're gonna kill their game. And also, you know, hopefully this is a wake-up message for AnimeAdventures to start updating their game more frequently, because I really don't want to have to wait another month for the winter event to be over and have a reason to play the game, because by then I'm probably gonna be moved on to a different game. I'm probably not gonna want to play it. And the saddest part about it all is that there's games with 1/5 of the player base as AnimeAdventures consistently updating their game and listening to the community. Not this game. So AnimeAdventures, I mean, they've honestly probably got another month of being in the 90k average player range. After that, I don't see this game lasting much longer, so let's see what they do. But I love you guys. I'm gonna try to figure out what games I want to make content on, so that way I can start uploading more frequently. Like I said, I was really hoping to upload more AnimeAdventures and other anime tower defense game. It's just been a slow month for them, I feel like, so we'll see what happens. Peace.